Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, we can't delay any longer. We have to dig potatoes today. I don't know how much good I'm going to be, but I'm going to take a stool out there to sit on. And we are going to put the potatoes in boxes in my bedroom, and in Chris's bedroom, because we don't think the tiny house is going to be warm enough on the rack that we put out there. So that's not going to work as well as we thought it was going to do. Anyway, we're going to go out and dig potatoes today. We've actually got snow in the forecast in next week, and it's quite chilly today. It's 5 degrees Celsius. Don't ask me what that transfers to or converts to in Yankee. I can do it with a chart on the computer, but not in my head. So we're going to go dig potatoes today. Chris checked on the greenhouse temperature and the tiny house, and it's not as good as I had hoped. So we're going to put the potatoes in our bedrooms. Welcome to tiny house living. Anyway, we're going to go dig potatoes and see if we can get them all done today. And then that'll be the last of the big worries. Everything inside, and I'm not going to lose anything. There might still be some zucchinis on the vine, which would be a bonus, but we're going to try and get the potatoes inside today, and then we don't have to worry about anything else being left outside. So just got another batch of chickens in the chicken tractor to harvest pretty soon. But before we go outside, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. It'll help us grow the channel, and it helps immensely, and we really appreciate it. So let's get going.
And the temperature in the greenhouse is almost 50. The sun hasn't been out yet this morning, but as you can see, we got all the strawberry plants in here. And the peppers are back here. And that apple tree is in there. It's quite comfortable in here right now. Like I say, the sun's not shining, but it's doing okay. I'm just checking the temperature in the tiny house where we got the vegetables stored, and it's showing about 45 here. Some of the tomatoes are ripening up, and we've got some over here by the window ripening up. We put a banana on one. Somebody said the bananas will turn them red, but nothing yet. So we'll just have to, I've got them by the window here, so hopefully the sun will shine in and help ripen them. We'll see how it goes.
Hello, Rusty. Look at how pretty you are. My goodness. You look so much more dignified now. Yep. At one point in time, he had 2 tail feathers. I think the girls pulled them all out. We got little chicken fisticuffs over here. Well, I got my work boots on today. Ready to roll. So this is what we got done yesterday. Chris got the plastic on the wall down there at the bottom and over there. We still don't have the doors and these little end. Oh, we got the one end wall done. Not the other. Ran out of plastic. Always running out of something. Anyway, we brought the strawberries inside. Rearranged things a bit here. So I've got the herbs all up off the floor, which makes me happy. I'm hoping that's going to make a difference this winter. And we're still getting some nice big strawberries off of these plants, and there's tons of blossoms on them too. So, like I said last winter, some strawberries actually survived in here, and I was really shocked. I mean, they weren't like this, they weren't producing, but they were much smaller and much more fragile, the plants. So I just thought, well, it's not really that big a deal to bring them in here. So I did. I mean, look at the size of that strawberry. There's one in there somewhere too. Might stick something else in there. And I took the 2 little pepper plants that I had stuck in with the cayenne pepper, and I put them in their own pots over here because I had that one. That was the pot that this great big cayenne pepper plant originally came in. So that'll give them something to grow on. I've got the little tree over here in the corner, the apple tree. And this thing has tons of peppers on it. I still don't know why they're green. I don't know if they're gonna turn red. You can see some of them are pretty big. So I might be able to use these to make relish. I just don't know. And I thought I want to make a big batch of Alfredo sauce. We make a big batch and then put it in freezer bags in the freezer so that we can just pull one out and have Alfredo anytime we want. So I might add the thyme and maybe one of these cayenne peppers because I think that'll give it a little bit of zip, and that's the ones I took off the plant yesterday. So I can get around in here, so that's pretty good. I didn't think we would even be able to get all these bins in here. So I'm really happy about that. And again, I don't have shelves or anything over here. But like I said, last year I brought the herbs in and I put them, they were right on the ground and they didn't survive, of course. All of this stuff needs to be watered really badly, so that's going to have to be done. And if anybody can help me with the basil, going to seed and looking mangy, like I don't know if I'm supposed to cut off all these old woody parts or what. I just don't know. Anyway, Chris is out in the potato patch already and the chickens are running to check things out, of course. I actually just remembered I came in here to get garden gloves. Can't remember what I'm doing half the time. All the chickens are going to see what he's doing now. So funny. It doesn't get much easier than this, really. You just yank the plant up in the air and take the potatoes off the ground. No digging. And the other thing too is, you know, when you have to dig your potatoes, you stab so many of them with the fork. You know, you try and be careful, but you still always get a bunch of them with the fork. So, right, Rusty? Yeah, you keep an eye on him. Mm-hmm. My goodness, you're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's like a family potato. Gee whiz. I'm gonna... Oh, that's like a people potato. Isn't that funny? Gonna make a stew here in the next couple of days now that the cold weather's here and use some of these little ones in my stew. Just love it. I did that last year and they were so good. The little tiny ones that we got out of the potato tower. Oh, isn't that funny? Conjoined twins.
Something was in there.
Yeah. Having even more hay on for next year will be good, for sure. Look at the size of that one. That's the one that's kind of chewed on the end. But we'll just cut the bad part off and that'll be more than enough for supper. We're having the rest of the prime rib roast. Oh, yeah. Losing quite a few from the mice and whatever, but again, this was an experiment this year. It's all a learning experience for us, and obviously for Rusty too. He's keeping an eye on things. And you can see this hay, I mean, it's just compacted right down to practically nothing now, and it was really high and really fluffy last year. So we'll add more, and oh my goodness, look at the size of that one. Yeah, we'll add more, and hopefully it'll be even better next year. I mean, we had incredibly hot weather this year, and oh dear, the mice got that one too. Eat those ones right away.
Some kind of bug.
But you can see how easy it is for Chris to get them. Like, you just, there's nothing to it. No digging, no nothing. What do you think, chicken? The chickens just love it out here too. Yes, they do. Basically just part the straw and pick up the potatoes. Oh my goodness. They're so clean too. Like there's practically no skin on them. Look at Rusty. Right in there. All the chickens are gathering around. Look at that one over there. Chris is practically buried in the straw. Look at those potatoes. My goodness. Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Mice are getting them.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to...
Yeah. Maybe you have to put some mouse traps out here. I don't know.
I should have kept that pail of...
Warfarin?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little one over here, Chris. I don't know if that's a good one or not.
Hey, Rusty. You're pretty close.
Just keeping an eye on them, everything.
There's the seed.
Oh, yeah.
There's a mouse one.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice one. What do you think, chicken? They're so snoopy. The way they tip their head to look at you, they're so hilarious. But halfway done the first row. I guess I'm gonna have to get the scale out of my bedroom and weigh these, eh? See how many pounds we get this year. So we'll be able to compare to next year. I wonder if you throw the bad ones back in there, Chris, and just let them sit over the winter. Oh my goodness, that's a nice one. If they'll go to seed and make... Oh, there's a nice little pile. Nice sized ones. Darn mice.
You helping, girl?
A nice one just fell off, Chris. You put the plant down on top of it. There's a couple of them there. There's another one right there. Look at this chicken. They're having so much fun. Hey! That one's okay, isn't it? Oh. We definitely have a mouse problem, but that's not surprising. Might have to put some traps out here next year. Part of living in the country, mice everywhere. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. I don't know what that stuff is all about, the splits. Boy, they sure spread out, eh? There's a little one right there.
Mickey Mouse.
Chris is putting the bad ones in a pail there, and we're going to wrap them in newspaper and use them
Look
for...
at this one.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy, they had a feast on that one. It was gigantic, wasn't it? My
Looks
goodness.
like that'll even be a seed one.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, another big one. I think this is close to where I saw that mouse yesterday.
Yeah. This was everywhere. Oh, these are nice ones. Seems like the mice found a plant that they liked, and it was like the favorite restaurant in town. Those two gigantic potatoes. Oh my goodness, there's another. Oh, that's a nice one. That one they didn't get. They went to their favorite restaurant, the plant next door. Boy, look how easy it is just to pick them up off the ground. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a plant there. That was a small one. Gee. Oh my goodness. That would have been easy to miss, eh? Gee whiz. Yeah, they really spread out, don't they? Chickens are having a ball. That one's okay. Look how many are here just from tossing these straw aside. I guess the green ones should make good seed potatoes though, eh? Because they're intact, they're not chewed at all. Oh my goodness. Still some whole bunch in there. Wow, that was a big plant. What about this one? Good for soup. I still have to make some potato leek soup. Get out of there, chicken. You tossed one over there. A little one. Chicken's gonna get it. Oh my goodness. Right there. Oh my goodness. Well, we won't have to buy seed potatoes next year either. What, Rusty? What? Lots of conjoined twins. Oh, my battery's almost dead. Happy chickens helping with the harvest.
Yeah, we should just go inside.
I don't know, you gotta supervise. Look at all the supervising you've needed so far.
Yeah, that's a slug.
Oh.
I wonder if that's what's getting in.
Maybe, eh? I think that's a pretty common problem with potatoes, so we'll have to look at remedies for that. Maybe sometimes. And this is what she's doing. She's going up on the blanket. She can't hear me anymore when I come in. Look at her, my little sweetie. So the guys are basically dumping the pails of good potatoes onto here. We're going to put a tarp over these so the sun can't get at them. And then what I've done is I only had a few bananas, so I put a banana on. These are all the beefsteak. Chris spread them out so they're shallower. So that box of beefsteak doesn't have a banana on it. These Romas don't have a banana on it. The little ones here, I put banana in there, and I put 2 bananas in with that big box of Romas there. And I didn't put banana here. Don't have enough bananas. So I have to do some and some without, because I only had a certain number of bananas. Look at those guys dropped a potato. I'm gonna have to take that out of their pay. Teach those foreign workers a lesson. I feel like a plantation owner standing here looking out the window at the crops and the workers in the field and the chickens. Actually, I just like walking in here. I love walking in here and seeing the progress. Like I said, I'm not that thrilled about it being turned into food storage right now, but this is a necessity. We have the cold weather coming, and I'm just so glad that this is done to the point where we can actually do this. So this is the first bunch of potatoes. And we're gonna take the green ones, wrap them in newspaper, put them away in a box for seed potatoes next year. So again, next year not buying seed potatoes. It's not a huge expense, but if you don't have to buy them, why would you? Anyway, makes me happy being in here. It's gonna make me even happier when the tongue and groove is on. So excited. But this stuff, like I said earlier in the year, when, you know, we hadn't gotten started on the framing even, that's just the way life goes, getting this stuff in. And I mean, we've had weeks that any other year we wouldn't have had. So with me having a broken ankle and Chris having his heel spur and both of us limping around like a pair of old cripples, it has been a huge blessing having this extra time, you know. So anyway, once we get these vegetables out of the way, we can basically decide now what we're gonna make relish with and what we're going to do with a bunch of stuff. I think Chris is going to bring a little space heater in here. We got tons of those. And put it in here tonight. And again, they use a lot more power, anything with a heating element, but we don't really have to worry right now. I think the electrician's coming next weekend to check on why the Generac is draining the battery. There's something not quite right there. Anyway, I just brought a box of newspaper in here to line these shelves with, and then I think we're going to use a lumber tarp to cover the potatoes so the sun doesn't get on them. So anyway, like I said, not too thrilled about this being food storage right now, but hopefully next year there will be a root cellar out back and this won't be necessary. But still, it's nice to be able to bring them in here and sort them and wrap them and that sort of thing. And then the zucchini, we've decided we're going to spiralize them, and I'm going to put them in bags of 8 pounds. And since I've got a few 5-pound zucchinis there, I don't think that should be a problem. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with the squash. I'm going to bake it, process it, and put it in freezer bags in meal-sized portions. So then, you know, if you're making a roast or something, you just take out a meal-sized portion. So makes it really handy. Get supper going. Look at those potatoes behind me. My goodness. Our rack's not going to be enough, I don't think, for all of them. They're only on like row 3 now. Sheesh. Might have to give those guys a coffee break soon. Don't want the old people falling over dead in the potato patch. I just came in the greenhouse again, and it's, you have to get just the right angle. It's 60 in here, and it's a pretty cloudy day, so I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on things and see. Like I said, the door's not done yet, and this little sidewall and the ridge vent. It's a ridge vent, whatever. Anyway, the ridge is not done. Oh, I love rosemary. So, gonna have to get these watered, but I won't bother the temporary foreign workers right now. They're getting the potatoes. So, get some dead leaves off of here. We'll see. The sun's coming out now, and it actually felt quite warm when I walked in here. Well guys, that's the potatoes done, and I'm really happy to have them out of the ground. Very disappointed in how many we lost to the mice and bugs or something, slugs, whatever. So if anybody has any advice, this is our first time doing this, and like I said at the beginning of the season, it was all an experiment. Really happy with the roost out method, but we're obviously going to have to do something to keep the mice out and the slugs or whatever's eating the potatoes. Or maybe we should have just harvested them sooner. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video with your family and friends. And if you have any advice or tips at all, please let me know in the comments. I could sure use the help. And we'll see you next time.